Hi everyone, Sambo here. Welcome back again to another little adventure. Today's video, it's kind of like a elevated park area. The terrain levels were a little bit odd, so I thought let's work with it, do some tunnels, do some creative shapes and things like that. But also, just before I continue on, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My Instagram is there, sambo_, and yeah, so let's get into what I'm doing. So tunnel area, because obviously the area on top is where everything is going to be, so we have to keep in mind that this is where the bike path goes. So the bike path is one of the main priorities going through this area, and it still is it's still very busy at the end, which you guys will see. So this is what I mean by an elevated park. I don't even know what you would call it, to be honest, but it's really just an elevated space. There's some memorial things, there's the bike paths, there's going to be a big monument as well, and I'm also going to fill in the surrounding areas in the whole area. So oh yeah, also don't forget to leave a suggestion for the following video. So I'm always looking for some inspiration for what to do next and see what you guys are really just thinking, what you're feeling about the whole thing. So I'm kind of like, will you guys like the big, huge monument that I put in? It's pretty big, it's pretty Russian-y. I don't know, it's either a love-hate thing. I think it looks pretty good, because when you go like way out into the harbor area and look back, you can see this big memorial thing, and then in the background you have the Sami Vostok sign, you have the city, you have skyscrapers, you have the red bridges. I think it looks pretty good, and it's going to be right here. So it's going to be a real big centerpiece for the city, and it's definitely something that would be iconic for the city, I think. So yes, and I also put in a lot of people generators at the end, because I want the area to become really alive. We also do have there's 2 subway stations in that area, which I'll show you guys as well. So yeah, so this part here, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So I mushed these buildings into this side of the wall. So these buildings are based from, I think, like Amsterdam type style, but I thought, you know what, let's just throw it in anyway, mush it into the wall just to utilize that space a little bit better. And then the camera cuts out and I had to jump to this part here. So sorry about that, but I didn't realize my screen wasn't recording, so then I was like, oh, there's nothing I can do. But anyway, this is what I've done so far. You can kind of see the big memorial thing to the right side. We have the big plaza thing there, a few little buildings surrounding it as well. But that big white building there, that is the big memorial thing. I don't know what it's called. Someone will say if you want to get that from the workshop. I also put in like a palace thing as well, so I put that right here. And also, just one thing I should mention is all of these buildings and parks and things up here, they all need road access. So I'll show you guys a little bit later on where I put that, but I had to really hide it because it didn't look good, and without that actual road connection, there would be so many issues with like death. There would be issues with police and fire and things like that. So yeah, I'll show you where that is in a minute. And you can see the bike path there is already being used a lot, which is really great. And don't they just look like ants when they all go? They're like, nyo, nyo, nyo. They just look like little ants. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking SHIT at the moment. Anyway, there's also going to be a few little cafes, a few little seating areas up here as well, but it's mostly just going to be park space. Basically just somewhere you can come in the city, you can really relax, you can look out over the harbor, you can look out over the buildings. Some of the buildings I put in, I purposely made them lower than the height of this elevated area, just so that you can kind of see out and you're not like completely surrounded by skyscrapers and it doesn't really feel closed in. And that's another reason why I wanted it to connect right out to the harbor like that, so it does open the whole area right up as well. And if this was real life, we'd also consider things like the sunlight and then the wind going in. If it really opens up the whole area, makes it a lot cooler, but that doesn't matter, does not matter at all. So a few rocks there, just because, yeah, I had to put in some rocks there because of the weird shape of the terrain as well. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta do these little things to hide the little mistakes, but they're little mistakes and they're not that important, I suppose. There's also going to be several different ways to get up onto this big platform area, which I'll show at the end. Yeah, in terms of public transport, there's nothing up there, only the bike path. And I think that's generally it. I don't think there's much else I can say. It's just me putting in trees now, isn't it? Yeah, you can see there's a little cafe there. But yeah, a few seating areas. I think it turns out pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. And it really makes the area look good. It's something different instead of doing like the whole just like grid system, what I've been doing so far. So here it is. Here it is. And it's actually bigger than I thought because I kept expanding more buildings out, but I think it looks really good. It all blends in well. The building heights are not too crazy. You can see on the left it's a lot higher, and then on the right that's where it slowly goes down until eventually there's the highway there. But once we get to the other side of the highway, it's going to be a lot lower type density. And oh my god, look at all the little people. So you can see it's still very busy. It just makes it so much nicer having the tunnels and just building on top of it. It really makes the whole area so much more alive. You can see there's a lot of people walking around. This is the big memorial thing a little bit closer. So you can see there's still the cars. The road connection is at the back of that memorial, so you can't see it, but it's hidden in. So that's one of the ways to get up. This is another way to get up. So you can technically drive up there, but yeah, it's really not for people to drive up. There's also this way as well for them to go up, which connects directly to the main bike path as well. And yeah, so what do you guys think of it? It's very lush, it's very green. I just think it looks really good. I think, yeah, it's just good. It just looks really good. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, and I want to do some more of these type of things in the future as well. It just looks really cool. So down there is the two subway stations, so they're pretty close to basically everything, close to all the action. And then this is one of the main roads as well, so we have a lot of residential in this area, a lot on the left side, particularly because that's right on the river, so they have a really good view. There's those high-rise buildings there, they are residential as well. And yes, I know it's close to the highway, but you know what, I think it's fine. This area here is a little shopping area. Yeah, so we still have the bike path there, and it connects to all of the roads and everything like that. So there's still a lot of connectability, and it's just like working in a lot of buildings around it. But nonetheless, I think that's all for this video. I'll give you guys a few more shots before the video ends. Like I said, this was just a quick little update video. But really, let me know what else you guys would like to see, whether it be something really crazy in the downtown area or something really far out on the map. I don't mind. All things are welcome. Maybe a prison? I don't know yet. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys hopefully very soon. Bye guys.